Let's be real, we're living in a time where everyone seems to be chasing the fountain of youth, and the market is just flooded with quick fixes, miracle creams, you name it. But what if there's a simpler, more natural way to go about it? Today, we're going to dig into the philosophy from the book 1001 Ways to Stay Young Naturally and see what it's all about. Okay, so let's just dive right in. So many of us feel this pressure to defy aging. The source material calls us the generations who are determined to stay young forever. And that's where the conflict comes in, right? We want to look and feel vibrant, but the options we're usually given seem kind of extreme or just unnatural. And yeah, that brings us right to this big question, which the book literally puts on its cover. It's a question a lot of us have probably asked ourselves, even if just quietly. It just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? Do we go for the quick fix, or is there another path to looking and feeling fantastic? So this is where we kind of flip the script. Instead of getting into this big fight against time, the idea here is to make a really powerful shift in our mindset. It's not about trying to stop the clock. It's about totally changing how we think about the whole process. Okay, and this quote, this is the big aha moment. Dr. Thomas Pearls, who actually studies people who live to be over 100, gives us this brilliant new way to look at it. The goal isn't to pretend you're 25 forever. The real goal is to live a healthier, more vital life, no matter what age you are. So, what does aging well actually mean in practice? Well, it really boils down to three main things: fueling your body with great natural food, moving in a way that actually builds your energy, and taking care of yourself in a holistic way. The point isn't just to add more years to your life, but to add more life to your years. All right, let's get into the first pillar of this whole philosophy, fueling your body. And look, this is not about some crazy restrictive diet. It's about really understanding that what we put in our bodies is the absolute foundation for looking and feeling our best from the inside out. And wow, this picture just says it all, doesn't it? The whole idea is to eat food that's as close to its natural state as possible. We're talking about foods that look alive, because they are alive, packed with antioxidants and good fats that help fight off that premature aging process. Okay, so how do we actually do this? Well, the advice is pretty straightforward. Try to aim for about 5 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. And by eating a rainbow of different colors, you make sure you're getting all sorts of protective nutrients. And get this, diversity is everything. There's no single magic superfood that's going to do it all for you. All right, moving on to pillar number 2. Moving with purpose. And this is all about reframing how we think about exercise. It's not a chore you have to get through. It's a really powerful tool for creating energy and vitality in your life. I absolutely love this concept. For ever, we've been told exercise is all about burning calories, right? But here, the goal is totally different. It's about boosting your energy, beating that tired feeling, and just feeling more alive. And the best part? You don't have to live at the gym to make this happen. It's all about weaving movement into your day-to-day life. That consistent, moderate movement is what helps keep your posture great, boost your appetite, and keeps your heart and lungs working well. Okay, time for our third and final pillar, natural self-care. And this one really expands the whole idea of aging well. It goes beyond just what you eat and how you move, and it brings in your mental well-being and how you care for your skin naturally. And these pictures, they capture it perfectly. It's like two sides of the same coin. On one hand, you've got that inner calm, finding simple ways to de-stress. And on the other, you have outer radiance through easy, non-toxic beauty treatments. It really is the whole shebang, a truly holistic approach. So the main thing to get here is that this stuff doesn't have to be complicated or break the bank. The book is very clear that its methods need no drugs, surgery, or expensive cosmetics. It's all about using simple tools that are powerful and, actually accessible to everyone. Okay, so we've talked about the big idea and the 3 pillars. But where do you even start? Let's boil it all down to a super simple, tangible takeaway. So what's with this number? Well, get this. A study from Cambridge University found that just eating 5 servings of fruits and veggies a day was linked to adding 3 whole years to your life. 3 years. I mean, how wild is that? That one tiny habit from our first pillar could have such a huge impact. And honestly, this is the perfect way to wrap things up. This whole thing is not about taking stuff away or depriving yourself. The philosophy of aging well is about adding more joy and more pleasure to your life. Things like a good glass of wine or some nice dark chocolate are even mentioned. It's all about positive additions, not subtractions.
So I'm going to leave you with this one last question. Don't think about some massive, life-changing overhaul. Just based on what we've talked about today, what's one small, simple treat, whether it's a colorful snack, a quick walk outside, or just 5 minutes of quiet, that you can give yourself today?